There's a lot of things that I've had to remind myself in the past few years or so, but like, okay, you still got to explain things to this one. Still have to do this with this one.
Mhm.
And I think especially, and that happened kind of as he started school, because certain things, once they're small, they're babies, they're infants, they're toddlers, it's just obvious. You have to teach them everything. But once they get school age and they have older siblings, sometimes it's easy to forget and kind of taper off
Yeah.
being so in detail with everything because, there's just like this shift. They
Yeah.
become a little more independent, they know a little bit more. And then you're like, okay, I don't know, I've got four teenagers and young adults, so my brain registers more that people are more independent.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
there's instances that happen, and you're like, oh no, this one is still little. I've still got to be more
Mhm.
detailed. I was doing homework with he was 10 at the time, and it was math, which I'm sure is every mom's favorite subject to help with homework. But it was math, and it was like a word problem. And so, at the time, I had him do his homework in his room because that was a quieter space than sitting at the kitchen table
Mhm.
with everybody in the house. And so he came down and he's like, Mom, like, I can't figure this out. And my brain was kind of like, well, you're not trying.
Mm.
And he was just stuck. He's stuck. He was doing these other problems. He had a streak. And we figured out why. But he was very violent and very manipulative for a period. And it was during that time, kind of. So I was like, I think he's just trying to get out of doing this. I said, let's take some space. He went back upstairs. I sat in the downstairs, and then I was like, let me walk him through one. Maybe
Mhm.
he's not. Maybe he really is struggling. I walked him through one, and he got the rest. No problem. And I
Yeah.
was like, so I was like, shame on you, because I was just sitting here like, I'm busy, and I think you're just not being cooperative, not thinking. There's